My name is Shakil Watkins and I am passionate about equality. Where I live is close-knit, it has a lot of community spirit, but there's just the problems that we usually have: drugs, abuse, maybe physical, sexual or domestic. Have a goal in mind, and your family, I feel your family is there to back you, taking all that support, because that support is what you're going to need to get through what you're going through now. The world's population by the end of 2011 will have reached 7 billion. 2 billion of those people live in urban areas. I think that more attention should be paid on urbanization.
My name is Shamara Charlene Haynes. I live and work with the Pioneers Community Workshop. 7 billion people, 7 billion actions. Well, my action stretch my family properly, and I have family planning. I think it can help the government deal with their budget to help the community, to help Barbados, to help the nation, so that we can get a better output. The positive feedback I get from the group is what motivates me to stay in the group, to encourage others to join the group. That is what motivates me, that is what drives me to stay in Pioneer, because of the positive output.
My name is Troy Weeks, and I am the founder and managing director of Easy Learner Incorporated. The motto of Combamere, which is at the core of my being, is Religione Humanitate Industria. I have forged my religion, which is Rastafari, around Religione. Humanitate is the basis of my passion for human rights, and Industria is where Easy Learner and my commercial endeavors have emerged from. Fortunate for me, I had a very good family support network that was able to provide the backing for me while I was embarking on this journey. I struggled a bit initially putting together a team of competent persons to develop the plans and proposals, but I got some assistance from some business development agencies who would have provided technical assistance so that we could move to the stage of having formal business plans created, financial statements, and so. I also had a challenge initially putting together a team of media personnel, teachers, and persons who could help to develop the content for the learning system. However, I was able to strategize and come up with smart ways of bringing these persons together and creating the product. Volunteerism is an avenue to development. It allows the young person to gain experience in whatever area they're volunteering in. It also allows them to network and build relationships with persons that they might be able to rely on in the future. It also gives the young person a sense of accomplishment, a feeling that they have contributed to society or whatever they're are giving their efforts towards. And this in turn helps to shape a person that has charity at the core of the being, that has an outlook of being able to help and lend that hand to persons who need it. So in turn, this helps to develop the whole social cohesion of the society. And I think that volunteerism is something that should be practiced from as young as possible in a child's life, so that it becomes more or less second nature or a habit for them.
And this is Youth Ramsey. We're here at the Hildegard Weeks Activity Center run by the Sir Optimus International of Barbados. What do you think the priorities should be in the families when it comes to people who have an older mother, things like that? Do you think that they're lacking some sort of priorities?
In some cases I would say yes, but there are still some who are well taken care of by their families. For instance, me, I live with my family and I'm being looked after very much. But I'm afraid that there are still so many who are being neglected. And except going to the government places for care, you know, they're at a loss for real attention given to them. I find that happens quite a lot these days. Some of us age earlier than others. When I say age, physically.
Yeah, it's true.
You know? Some are 70, 80, 90 and they still look like 50 or 60, right? But some, before they get to that, when they're 50, they're looking that way. So it depends on what stage you're at. As far as I'm concerned, I have never really had to depend on government.
Okay.
My children have always looked after me for doctors or whatever medication I needed and things like that. So I have never had to look to government for that, except what I'm entitled to, which is a pension after you've reached this stage, you know, for that. But to be dependent really on them for support, no, I've never. Well, I get my regular due as an older person.
Right.
I get my pension because I had never been out to work. I was always a housewife. And then, as I told you then, I started out teaching really.
Right.
But then after I got married, I gave up that and was just housewife, and I helped in the church with the women's groups and in the choir and things like that.
Worldwide, statistics show that 4 out of 5 people do not have a retirement plan in place. But as young people, we can change that.